I do think it's the setup.
I think a lot of people
course you
will jump
do.
up and down.
For split four guys, that setup is really stiff and hard to drive.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Good evening, everybody. How are we?
Yeah, good thanks, AJ.
Good, thanks, AJ.
Yeah, g'day, AJ. Round 6. Looking forward to it.
Good zippy
Yes.
deal here. Mark Dial and Luke Allman. Thanks for joining me, guys.
It's good to see.
No problem, mate.
Good to see Luke survive last weekend's drink-a-thon, and so I didn't catch any news in the Tasmanian rebel. So well done, Luke. Survived.
Yes, it was a very good long night.
Oh well, I didn't get any messages from Jackie Lambie, so you obviously survived.
Oh my.
Oh, here we are. Well, Winton, eh? Everyone's favourite track, I reckon.
Favourite.
Yeah, Aussies.
I think there's a few people. I think there's a few people about to club you over the head.
Well, I don't know what's worse. Winton is probably my worst track. I just totally hate it. But I suppose yours is Oran Park, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
I can't say I totally hate this one, but it's
Let's go
Yeah,
have a look at it, eh?
it's definitely a challenging track.
Winton, eh? Yeah, good old Winton. The Winton was formed in 1961 on November the 26th. It is in the town of Benalla, or just on the outside, which is a little town called Winton, just outside Benalla. It is 3 kilometres in length on the dot. It has 12 turns, and the lap record is 1 minute. Oh, actually, 52 seconds, 0.99 by Mark Larkham Radard in a 90D, not in 1992 in a Formula Brahman. So so that's pretty fast.
Certainly is.
Oh well, I suppose like I'm saying, it's a great track to do laps on and just have see who's got the biggest wally out there by doing the fastest lap times. But I think as long as you can hog the road, it's just follow the leader.
Yeah, it's definitely very, very hard to pass on. But yeah, I don't know. It's like iconic Australian track, so I think it should be in our calendar.
Yeah, like I said. Yeah, like I said in the chat room, I don't like it. I don't have to race it, but if it gets on the calendar, well, then you've got that choice. A lot of guys actually love it. I know Brenton O'Brien absolutely loves it, and there's quite a few. Dean Logsdale actually loved it. He just thought, but so yeah, it's just you get what you get, and as long as all the tracks get their sort of get turned around, you just have to do it. You just have to race it.
I tell you what, it's a bit of hard work too. I actually got off at the end of the race and checked to see whether we'd done 300 k's, not 2, because it's a good workout.
I did think we was going to get rain here because it's such an amazing track.
Yes, well, I thought that I saw a couple of the marbles on the outside of the track, and maybe that could have been something that they could have done, is they could have pumped the marbles up a bit just to make, if you go off track a bit, you end up going off the racetrack.
How do you pump the marbles up a bit, Zippy?
As Bruce said, iRacing, they turned the marbles down. They lowered it, so it wasn't as many marbles.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, they made them smaller and that sort of thing. Yeah. Now I'm with you. Right. We'll get rid of that and we'll go and find a grid, eh?
The top 10 are currently before this week is Ray Smith, Mark Horton in second, Michael Jones in third, Roy Clark in fourth, Wayne Reynolds in fifth, Benjamin Brook in sixth, Peter Latham in seventh, Andrew Listener eighth, Ed Cullen ninth, and Jason Dunn equal ninth with Ed Cullen, and Craig Healy makes the top 10. So that's 5 rounds, halfway, round 6. So, yeah, it starts to become nervous now where you start not going for it but trying to get position on the track at the end of the race. So yes, it's going to be interesting.
Wise words from our head of research.
Very wise words.
Bit hard. What we got? Grid. We got Michael Jones on pole. Well done, Michael. Ray Smith in second. Scott McKenzie in third. Benjamin Brook in fourth. James Broadman in fifth. Wayne Reynolds in sixth. Mark Horton in seventh. Peter Latham in eighth. Brad Hayes in ninth. And Andrew Listener in 10th.
Oh, we have
And we got
Wayne. All right, you go.
Wayne Shepherd in 11th. Peter Vermey is in 12th. And Joel Osterwall is in 13th, alongside Ed Cullen in 14th. Will Munro comes up in 15th, with Jason Dunn next to him in 16th. Bruce McLeod in 17th, and Russell Uren in 18th, with Roy Clark in 19th, and Phil Manuel in 20th.
We have Glenn Collison in 21st, Ron Allen in 22nd, Brett Horsell in 23rd, Michael Power in 24th, Andrew Galley in 25th, with Todd Martin in 26th, Mark Dye himself in 27th, Mark Peck in 28th, Michael Hayes in 29th, and Simon Faz in 30th.
31st,
Go, you go,
31st
Andrew.
we had 31st we had Dave Galley, 32nd Peter Killer, 33rd Fletcher Christian, 34th was Craig Healy, 35th was Aidan Rice, 36th was Joshua Granshaw, 37th was myself, 38th was Robert Crow, 39th was Tyler Delane as our race control, as was Scott Gamble, and safety car was Cameron White. I think we just had Tim starting in from pit lane, I think, and yeah. Brad's from split fours.
Rear
so
the grid is
be
Brad
there.
Grant and Tim Lawson. Yep, both AJRs.
Yeah, I think Brad should have been in split four, so he wasn't in the race. But yeah, Tim must have started from pit bay.
Yeah, it's interesting that the top 10 there. It's there's guys in the running for the championships are all up there just about. So it's going to be a very interesting race. Michael Jones, he's one that's really each week he's just getting better and better and better. So and it's awesome to see him get pole. It's he's giving Ray Smith a hard workout. So if Ray's got to win the championships, he's got to really have a great race.
Yeah, Wade Reynolds been the sneaky assassin, just hiding in the shadows.
Yeah,
I
he's
was
just good.
I was going to say the same thing about Scott McKenzie, actually, a fellow Kiwi, Misfits Racing. He's been up there at least the last 2 rounds that I can remember, but yeah, no, he's having a brilliant season. Good on him.
Yeah. Big shout out to Ross Watson if he's out in the channel, because I know that he's one of Scott McKenzie's biggest fans out there.
Well, they're in the same team. So.
As long as they don't share wool together. Yeah, it's interesting. Wade Reynolds, he's really, as listener said last week, Andrew Listener, he said that the guy's been racing for a fair while and he's only just starting getting back into it, and he's getting faster and faster each week.
Righto, shall we light the work? Yep. I'm just trying to work out where I need to go.
67 laps of Winton.
Yeah, it's a long race, isn't it? It feels long, you know. You look down and you got 14. Oh, jeez, I've still got that many to go.
My hands were so sore by the end of the race.
And found out there's at least 3 people have died on this track. Not long in just this May, a couple of days ago, the last guy died on a motorcycle while racing on this track. So, yes, it's good to see that each track so far has had fatalities.
Why is it good to see that?
Oh, yes, why?
Everyone loves to see some action.
Right, with that, we'll push go, I think.
We don't go to racing to see racing. We go to racing to see incidents and crashes and all that sort of stuff. So away we go. We haven't got any sound this weekend.
Pretty clean so far. Oh no.
Oh, there's a turn.
Ed Cullen. That's
Oh,
right.
there's more coming up. Oh. Is that Ed Cullen, is it?
Yep.
Everyone's getting into the single file.
Did you say you got no sounds, have we?
Yeah, no, I haven't got any.
What, just the engine noise, or?
Yeah.
Well, I know what's coming in. I know. Yeah. Skipped it. Good. Apologies to Aiden there. I did run up the back of him. But it actually gave you some momentum.
Oh, wow. Oh, straight into the pit.
Right in.
Maybe he had a penalty.
Don't start.
Ooh, that's not gonna happen. Oh, here we go. Oh, is that Roy?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we got Ray Smith up in front. Michael Jones dropped down into fourth from pole.
Oh, so who went into pits? Must have been Ray. Don't think it was Ray anyway, because Ray's car's black. That was a white car that went in.
Hayden Rice, the biggest mover so far, up 12. Todd Martin around. Ray breaking away from the pack for 2.5 seconds.
Obviously, Michael Jones got a horrible horrible takeoff at the start. That's one thing I'll be practicing over the break is these takeoffs. I lose so many positions just on the takeoff.
You have to watch Scott Gamble's video on how they launched the V8 supercar.
What car? Okay, that looks a bit different race car this week.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah, he's got new paint.
Yeah, normally he's black. Benjamin Brooks doing an awesome job holding them back. The first lot of train.
That might have given you sound just what I changed then, Zippy.
What was that, Andrew?
I just wondering if you got sound in Discord now, mate.
No, I haven't, no.
No, still no.
Yeah, it's not the normal Infinity car, you see.
No. Is there anything in that? I don't know. Can you see the words infinity on it anywhere?
On the front bumper. Is it? No. No.
A fairly big split between the top three.
Yeah.
And then it's a big train all over.
There's Will Monroe with the proper paint.
Missing the back end.
There's a couple of trains starting to perform there. It's got from Benjamin Brook behind him, and then behind Wayne Shepard. It's got the next lot. But obviously, it's been a little bit of a incident-free at the moment. Joel Osterwald, saw him on chat last week. He was really excited about his race last week, so he's followed it up with a great start this week. He's up 3 positions.
There you go. He said you couldn't overtake. Aiden's up 13.
Yeah, I wonder if that was from the crash at the start.
I don't think he gained 13 though.
No.
I picked up 5 on the first lap, mate, but I couldn't stay there.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Will's round.
not a nice place to go around.
No.
No.
Oh, that was close.
That was close.
Yeah.
Will done very well by backing out of that one. Done very well.
Not the best place to turn around.
That could have ended up very bad. I don't know what stands out more, the tyres there, the green wheels, or Peter Kelleher's car.
You got a bit of a train there behind you, Mark.
2 AJ cars there.
Yeah.
Tim following Andrew, probably having a chat.
Yeah, you know me, big on chatting.
Andrew telling Tim to let him in front.
That's it. Just go and say, oh, what are you having for tea tonight? Lamb?
What did you think about the tyre wear here?
Me personally, in the Monday night race, I did 30 odd laps on one set, and by the end towards 3 laps to go, my crew chief was telling me to be careful with my tyres. They're on their way out. So, but the other night I probably did close to 28, and yeah, I didn't feel like I was losing too much. But it's hard to lose when you're not going that fast.
Yeah, it's just a matter of looking after them.
Trust me, it is. I still wear my tyres out going slow.
Yeah, there's a couple of corners there where you can really feel that you're really arcing up the rear. Just try to navigate that to the best as you can. Some guys tried what do you call it, throttle 5. I stuck at 6. Some did throttle 5 just to stop that spinning wheel. Glenn Collington up 4 spots. Calling some nice looking car too. I like that. I like the green.
The Misfits.
Yeah, I just like that little bit of green here and there. It looks really good. Reminds me of Craig Lowndes in the old Ford. Scott McKenzie's caught up to Ray. He's only 1.8 seconds behind him now, and they've got a big gap on Benjamin Brook. Nearly 6 seconds. Aidan Rice up 14 now, having an awesome start. Last week's winner Roy Clark up 6, and Bruce McLeod doing a great job up 3.
So Roy won last week.
Yeah, that's why he came in the chat.
Yeah. Never comes
Well,
in.
I don't remember that, Zibby.
It's all about me with Roy, you know that. He gets in the chat when he wins. Yeah. If you see Roy in this, in the broadcast, you think of yourself, oh, he must have obviously done very well.
He's doing it. He's up 6.
Yeah, look, he was great in the broadcast too. He's pretty wise. I know Dywell wouldn't say that, but yeah, Roy's he's very good with the chat.
Vaguely remember him being there.
Yeah, Roy's a little bit like Jamie McKnight. He could talk underwater.
It was good to have Andrew Listener in the chat as well last week.
Yeah, Andrew was good to have in the chat, yeah.
Yeah, Andrew, just feel free to, if you ever want to join us again, come in.
Bruce off.
Bruce off.
Made a mistake there.
So,
Yeah.
Actually, we'll probably turn around and say that. I was going into the pits.
Would that be a penalty? Pit lane penalty?
Yeah, you'd say so, wouldn't you?
No, it shouldn't be.
Mark, Aidan Rice wants to know if you apologised to him yet. I think you did, didn't you, at the start?
I went in after the race. Jumped in the chat room with him.
Can we please have a moment of silence so Mark can apologise to Aidan Rice?
Yeah, put it on the broadcast, mate.
I did, but I did on lap 1. I did on lap 1. I apologise to Aidan for running up the back.
He did actually.
But it gave you 2 spots, Aidan. I don't know what you complained about.
That's what I said. I think you did, because I remember you saying, "Oh, geez, I did hit Aidan then." Can't get any more public than this, Aidan. So I don't know what else you want. You want blood. Surprised to see Mark Peck down at 21st, and even Faz. It's surprising seeing him down that far.
Oh, you missed it. Lap 9.
Wonder if we see any drivers in early trying to get the undercut.
in lap 9, Paz did get into the back of me, turned me around.
Did he?
And yeah, so by lap, on this lap is when I decided to go in and pit. See if I can't get some new tyres and...
Did you end up
improve
having
stuff.
255 fast repairs?
I didn't, to be honest, I didn't even look. It wasn't until after the race that I seen that and thought, well, yeah.
It was only split 2, wasn't it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is did you get that as well? That's what I was asking.
I didn't
No,
notice,
I didn't even see it. Didn't pay attention to it.
Scott still catching Ray slightly, lap by lap, but they've got a nice break on Benjamin Brook at the moment.
Yeah. Thanks, Aiden.
Yes, Brad, split 4 will be at 9 o'clock your time, I think it is. No, must be 7 o'clock.
9 p.m. Australian time.
Is that tonight?
Yeah, after this anyway. I think it might be half an hour after we finish.
9 p.m.
There you go.
Oh my.
Hey, Rice up now, up to 15 spots here. Doing great. Imagine how much he would have been up if Mark didn't hit him.
Hang on, I gave him 2 spots by hitting him. He gained 2 places. I got him in turn 10, and by turn 11 he was up 2 places. Yeah, why complain? And he didn't call it in. Good to see Russell back here. I haven't seen him on track for a while. Russell, you ran?
Yes, I saw him in practice today. It was good to see his name back up there again.
Ray didn't race last week, did he?
Ray Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did. He just...
I think it was as a 3-way race to the last lap. I think Ray came third.
Yeah, because I remember him taking an early
Yeah, I think it was
very early.
I think Roy Clark won it, and Ray might have come second with Scott McKenzie coming third last week.
It was Scott McKenzie slowly hunting down Ray, getting closer.
Yeah.
You know, last week it was Roy Clark, Scott McKenzie, and who was it? Michael Jones, I think.
No Ray.
Not
Ray
last
had
week.
7th. Yeah,
Ray
Ray
did-
had jump.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ray
Ray
had-
Ray had...
Jump start.
Yeah, Jumpstart. Yeah, that's right.
Not hard to do, jump starts, and it's just a little tweak on the wrong clutch, and yeah, move forward.
Yeah, I just hold my button on the handbrake until green.
Yeah, that's the way I do it.
Tim Lawson there, having a difficult season, but We're all encouraging him to keep going. He's got his 3 screens up now. His setup looks awesome. Nice move there.
Ooh, it's going to be close.
Oh, he's got a twitch on the back. He's got a little twitch on the back. I don't think there was much that Kelleher could do there. But I haven't got a aerial view.
Leave that up to race control. Straight into the pits.
Another of the Affinity boys, James Boardman, doing really well. He's down 1 spot, but he's still hanging in there to maybe up near the top 5.
Mark Horton still where he started.
When did you think about putting on the
I've already taken a pit stop on lap 11.
It's pretty early.
It was, out of necessity. And, so I'd throw a different strategy up to what most people were doing.
Yeah, I went in pretty early, but I had to do like 20 odd, like 28 and then about 30 laps on 2 set. So yeah, I knew I was going to be in for a bit of a battle.
I went as long as the tank would let me.
Yeah, I could only get 19 laps out of it. I noticed there was a few that could get 20.
I think a fuel burn is between 2.5 to 2.6 on average.
Yeah, I was doing 2.4.
Yes. So just I had to take a quick squeeze at the AFL scores.
Okay. You're a Port fan, eh?
No, I'm an Essendon fan and suffer Sydney. Got ya.
I actually picked Essendon this week. Sydney came back at the end.
They look like they came back a little bit, yeah.
They were 30 points down at 3/4 time.
Oh, we got Roy into the pits. Roy back into the pits.
Yeah, I think those down the back were just trying to throw out a different strategy, see if they can undercut a few, because the undercut was good here.
Yeah, but even if you pit now, you still got 50 laps to do. So you really have to look after your tyres, try and spread it out as long as you can.
Ray Smith and Scott McKenzie is certainly pulling away from the pack. 10 seconds gap between Scott and Benjamin. And Michael Jones right on the back of Benjamin.
Some good lap times though, 124s. So yeah, even the guys towards the back there in the 19th and 20th are still setting some good lap pace, especially when the tyres are 18 laps old, or 17 roughly.
What brake bias was you using around here, Zippy?
64.4. What about you?
I was 64.9.
Wow, that's pretty forward for you. You're
A lot
normally...
forward for me,
Yeah.
yes.
Now you got Wayne Shepherd coming in. There's a few going in there. We got Brad Hayes, Peter Latham, Jason Dunn, Peter Vermey, Russell Warren. They're all coming in. Mark Horton's in as well. How long will race stretch it out for? You're thinking is the next 1 or 2 laps. But Scott's doing an awesome job there, only 1.3 behind him. Any mistake and he can catch up, but any safety car that comes out, he's right there.
The leaders are in.
Yep, they're in. Scott's obviously playing for the leader. Michael Jones.
Yeah, going for another one.
And a 1:23.745. Awesome lap. Judging by the standings, that extra point is going to be very handy. Andrew Listener doing a great job again. The tactician himself, Simon Faz, is up to 5, up to 5th, with Fletcher Christian up to 6th. Michael Hayes up to 7th. Ray Smith has come back in at 8th. Ed Cullen up to 9th.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Was that Pecky or Ron Allen? I think it was Ron Allen.
Oh, that was close, eh? You just missed everyone. I was watching it on the replay.
Looks like Scott McKenzie's put a lot of fuel in.
I suppose there's no point in coming out just behind Ray, is there? Because they'll be running on the same sort of tactics. So you'd either have to short it or put long fuel in.
Try and save some.
Just come in the next stop, and hopefully he only has to put less than Ray, and Ray gets hung up by traffic or something. Benjamin Brook takes 2nd spot. Wade Reynolds takes 3rd. Scott comes out 4th. James Boorman in 5th. Peter Latham in 6th. Roy Clark up to 7th. Mark Horton into 8th. Michael Jones into 9th. And Wayne Shepherd rounds the top 10. They're starting to, they've got the new tyres on, they're starting to get greens on their laps, so their fastest laps.
Just gonna slow down.
Andrew Galley up 10 spots, but he came in at lap 9, so he's obviously on a different sort of different target here. So yeah.
Roy Clark, he's up 12, up into 7th.
Roy tends to save his fuel on the first stint and try and sneak his way up on the second and third stints. A 122.678 by Mark Horton.
Car up in the background there.
Good move on the inside there.
Yeah, it's scary coming into turn 1, 2, side by side. Nice battle going on here.
Yeah, same looking cars, eh? Oh, here we go.
Hey, right side.
Switches.
Bit of bad luck by Aiden there.
We've got a few drivers there opted to nearly fill the tank.
Wow, Ray's got a 10-second lead. It's a long way. Obviously, as you said, Luke, Scott must have put a shitload of fuel in.
Yeah, I think there's about a 10-second difference with the fuel.
There you go.
Yeah, 10 seconds, exactly. Same with Mark and Michael Jones. They've opted to put a lot of fuel in. And they're on the back of Roy Clark. They've got an extra, Mark Horton's got an extra 13 seconds of fuel.
Yeah, Roy's put in only 23 seconds. That was his stop. That's awesome. No wonder he's jumped up so many. Michael Jones at 122.475. A nice lap. Mr. Consistency Wayne Reynolds up 3 into 3rd.
Yeah, he's the sneaky assassin. You don't hear much about him. He's doing really well.
He just never gets himself into trouble. Just races clean. And Benjamin's got another one that's really progressed through the season. Probably hanging around near the bottom-ish first couple of races, but getting faster and faster.
Craig Healy on the back of Michael Hayes.
That is the spot where you can really rip the tyres up, I reckon.
If you wanted to try to make a pass, you really had to set this corner up. Try to get the run on someone.
Yeah, put too much power though and you'll go sideways into that wall.
Yeah, with 26 laps in, it's been a pretty clean race.
Yeah, I must admit, it wasn't too much to put on the old cheat sheet. Yeah, basically a fairly clean race.
Yeah, the field is pretty spread apart with just a few battle packs here and there.
Yeah, you can see the marbles just there on the left a bit. Oh, Benjamin Brook will be getting a little bit of a hurry up by the guys behind him. Wade Reynolds and Scott McKenzie just right behind him. Old teammate of mine, Roberto Crow, up 5. You're out there watching this, Robert. Hopefully you're doing well.
Yeah, Robert's one of these drivers, he can be very quick at times.
Yeah, look, I think he had a knee operation as well, or maybe he hasn't had it yet or whatever. So, yeah, he's really struggled since he hurt his knee. Too busy going on cruises.
Did you see the league are bringing out their new merchandise? Gonna have to grab myself a hoodie.
Oh yeah? I'll have to see what they are first, but yeah, a t-shirt or something would be good.
Yeah, actually I did see that come up the other day somewhere.
Yeah, in the Discord, now they've got the merch page.
Up in the announcement, so check it out, guys.
Oh, the track map's up. That looks good.
I put it up about 10 minutes ago. When
ya?
you guys were talking about how close the field was packed up, I thought, oh, there's a track map somewhere that'll tell us about that. But yeah, no, I'm just playing around with. Sorry, I'm a bit quiet. I'm just playing around with a few new buttons.
That's fine.
Yeah, you can see everyone kind of spread out all over the track in their little packs. Looks like Russell Uren's got a big train of cars following behind him.
Really? Looks like on my stats he's got one. But it only goes to 15 and it caps 26.
Mark, you're up in the 21st.
Yes, just sort of, yeah, just going around making laps. Didn't really have any great pace here this week.
You getting much practice in or not really?
Not as much as I wanted to this week. A few things going on.
Yeah,
On
there's a couple.
Monday.
Yeah, a couple of times I walked past the race room and I just looked at it going, Winton, no, watch TV.
Yeah, I think I did about 10 laps up until Thursday. Just hadn't had the chance to practice all week.
Elections all over in your way. Who won your area?
Me, I'm now president. No, not yours, Ibby.
Yeah, I wondered how Pauline Hanson's daughter went, because she was over there running.
Running from who?
I don't know, but yeah, she's over there. She was, I think, up against Jackie Lambie or something like that. So it'd be interesting to see how she went. And the Spirit of Tassie's now offering more freebies now. You can bring your car over and all that for really a lot cheaper than what it used to be. So yes, it's very, very tempting, Luke.
Yeah, well, we're hoping for these new boats, but they kind of stuffed that up a little bit, so now we've got to wait a couple of years.
Yeah, I can't believe some of the things that they've done wrong over there.
Yeah, but they spent, I think it was like 800 million on new boats, but didn't even have anywhere to put them.
Didn't you say they were parked in Germany or something? Or Matt
Yeah.
said, yeah.
Yep, parked in Germany, because they hadn't even started building the wharf yet for it. Now they're looking at to renting them out.
Can you drive one?
A boat?
If you think you drive them, then you probably shouldn't be.
We'll have a vets day where we'll just go for the weekend, jump in the boat, hire it out. Everyone can jump on and we'll go for a bit of a cruise.
I think we do that most weeks, don't we? Drive a boat.
Oh, here we go. Set up talk again, is it?
I just didn't even go there.
Yeah, the last I heard about the boats is that they could even be too big for where they're meant to go, so they might not even be able to turn around.
Is that Tim off the side there?
Certainly was.
Back hit. So what gear did we do this in? Some was doing in third, some was doing it in fourth.
Third. I tried fourth, I
Yeah.
just could not get it.
I stuck with fourth.
Yeah.
I reckon Wade and Scott would be getting a little bit frustrated now, standing behind Benjamin Brook, letting Ray get away to a commanding nearly 14-second lead. Now I had Simon Haynes and I can't remember who else was behind me, and I just like, oh, do I let him pass? Or I just hold him up, and I held him up for probably about 8, 9, 10 laps, and that's when the computer screen just froze and went all black and I had to go off, so they had that chance to pass me.
Is that your excuse, Dippy?
Yeah. It's a horrible feeling when you either freeze or your screens go black. Because you don't want to crash into the wall and stuff up your whole night, but you just don't want to hit anyone.
Yeah, nothing worse than having a hardware fail.
Yeah, it was my first incident points.
I had an interesting one on Monday night where something fell off the computer and come down and pulled the lead out of the back of the monitor in the centre. So all I had was right and left.
Yeah, I've had steering wheels come off there. You know, you used to clamp them under. I've had them come loose, and you're trying to turn the steering wheel, and with your left hand hold it onto the table.
There was some very great racing on the Monday over 50s champion. A very clean race.
Oh, thanks, Luke. I try hard.
Is that Andrew calling himself a tryhard? Oh, Wade's got past him.
Oh, yeah, right there.
Oh, bit of a skip there.
Right mistake made by Benjamin.
Yep. Well, a lot of pressure on him. Wade moves into second spot. He's up 4.
And now that brings James Broadman into the mix. That long sweeping corner there was my worst corner.
And mine was coming into just where the pit lane entry is. That was my worst corner.
Oh, got through down the inside.
Camera cut away at the wrong time, didn't it?
Was that deliberate?
No, it wasn't me.
He's on here.
Faz up 13 spots.
Are you following Bruce there, Mark?
Yeah, I did catch up to Bruce. I think he made a slight error and let a couple of guys round, but yeah,
Do you talk in
No.
chat much while you're racing?
Yeah, there's a bit of chatter going on. If Bruce finds it gets too much, he goes on mute, and Ed does too. We all got a mute button, so I don't really bother to try. I just try and keep the guys informed of what's going on.
Do you have any special thing on the side by who wins the races and who gets better positions, or is it that you don't have
Nah.
that kind of stuff?
Nah. Well, we've seen at Bathurst what happens there when Bruce tried to give him the position back, it all went pear-shaped, so yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah, the number one rule, don't take out a teammate.
Yeah, we used to drum that into Luke many seasons ago. Don't take out a teammate out again.
Never done such a thing.
All rumours.
I beg to differ. Obviously, you've got a short-term memory.
We've only got 30 laps to go.
Andrew's hounding you there, Mark.
Yeah, he sat on the back of me for a while there and didn't try to push the issue, but you really can't if you don't have the positions to do it in. But yeah, I think he just wanted to stay there and make sure he was having a good clean race.
I wonder what happened to Wayne Shepherd down.
They came in
23.
fifth, I think. You got what, nearly 30 laps. It's a long stint on a set of tyres, but I suppose if you're following someone, you're going to have to make that call sooner or later.
Well, Mark's in.
Yeah, I pitted early, so I had to go in and top it off and see if I can make it home.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Wayne did pit.
Yeah, one of the first two stoppers.
Becky in too.
Bruce and Andrew Galley pitted on lap 9. 30 laps so far.
Something happened with Michael Hayes back on lap 37. Oh, I missed him. Come on.
What would you do if you were Ray now, Mark? Would you just take it easy and try and save some fuel, or would you just keep trying to go hard as you can and just try and make that gap a bit bigger?
I just keep the rhythm going. If you lose rhythm, if you try and slow it down, you lose a little bit of rhythm, and yeah, it can ruin your race then. So yeah, just keep going, doing what you're doing. Keep marking.
Yeah, well, Scott McKenzie's got 10 seconds of extra fuel. He's kind of stuck behind Benjamin.
Yeah. That's for me to be sort of like, you know, come on. Can I get past him? Make a mistake.
That's what I kept seeing through the race. You'd see a car go out wide in front of you thinking they were going into the pits and they weren't. Peter Latham into the pits.
Yeah, he had a quiet race. Just, yeah, didn't hear much from Pete all night long.
Back marker, letting him through. Nice of him. Yep, I wouldn't be surprised if Scott McKenzie doesn't come in the next two or three laps. Ray's moved that lead out to a bit over 16 seconds.
You're not used to seeing that paint for Ray.
No, I don't know much about it, so I haven't heard anything from Hamish at all.
No, I think Hamish is not around tonight, so
No, yeah, I think he's
that's why.
on somewhere, but
Oh, that's why he did split 2 last night, didn't he?
yeah.
Yep.
But I did know that they were talking about a new sponsorship coming on board, so I don't know if that's part of it or maybe we could start a rumour that Ray's actually left the side and he's gone to another team.
He started his own.
Yeah, he started his own one.
Yeah, let's start a room. We won't tell anyone, though.
I don't think Hamish should do that. I think Hamish should have to would actually offer him some more money to stay on to the team.
Well, yep, exactly. like we do for Luke and Dean.
Yeah, the Kiwi dollar isn't worth much though, is it?
Yeah, but the pound is for England. Nice of you to lead him through, Andrew.
I'm a nice guy. Keep telling myself that.
Got a nice message from Andrew Listener's wife last week to say he totally enjoyed it. He had a great time and that was he had a great buzz.
Have you taken the spy cam out of their house yet? Or?
He was out to blame his mates because I dropped all these other mates' names just to try and put him off the scent. But no, it's not long after that. Wife came clean. She was excited just as much as I think Andrew was. She said, "Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, what do you want?" Aiden Rice up 17 spots. That would have been at least 26 if Mark Doyle didn't hit him.
Yeah, it's just got Mackenzie. Wade Reynolds is in.
Yep, there you go. This is going to be interesting. Patrick Christian is up 14 spots. Peter Kelleher up 11. Craig Healy up 10.
Which is a flashing dash for Scott.
Yeah, this is where he should make up. He should get past Benjamin Brook now. Lap 44, 23 to go, 24 to go. Benjamin's in. Michael's past him. Great job by Brad Hayes. It's come out of nowhere just to get into 4th spot. Still has to pit though.
Yes, Benjamin came out just in front of Wade.
Yeah, but Scott McKenzie's up to 10th. Only needed a 15.2 second pit stop.
Yeah, we got Ray in.
Oh, James come in as well. Thought he might have done an extra lap to get that extra point.
Yes, maybe didn't have enough fuel, Zippy.
Oh,
Ooh,
Oh,
a mistake done by Mark.
yeah, that fuel thing is very overrated, Andrew.
So they tell me.
I was looking at one of the hybrid cars today, and yeah, 1 litre per 100 k's. Jeez.
Wow. Yeah, me and Dean had a thing this week where it seemed to underfuel the both of us
Oh, okay.
by 1.5 litres.
Did you have a safety car?
We did in the end, yes. I saved enough before the safety car.
yeah, turn the wick down. As soon as I see that I'm looking like I'm very close, I'll straight back down to 2.
I can't say too much, Mr. Chesterfield. Old Dean Logsdale's gone electric as well. This is a hybrid though. I turn and look at my Prado, and if it's windy, it's doing 16, 17 litres per 100.
You was wearing your Prada.
Prado.
You don't get better fuel economy in a GT than you do that.
Yeah, well, normally I'm around 13, but once you start to tow and get a bit of headwind, it's old technology. Yeah, he says the car's for his wife, but we all know that Dean's the one driving it. Oh, he moved.
Ooh.
That's interesting. You sort of.
Jesus. Yeah, he just pulled off and The rest start to come into the pits now.
Scotty, 6 seconds behind Ray, nearly 7.
Who's that on the side of the road? Was that you, Andrew, or was that Tim?
Tim. Yeah, Tim, I've seen Tim do that a few times. It was probably one of the easiest places to let people pass.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they do look like they're going into the pits, don't they, Luke?
They do if they go out wide.
I have to move that next time we go there. Make it look like I'm going pit lane.
Yeah, there was a fair few times through the race I thought cars were going into the pits and they weren't.
Yeah, it wasn't hard to end up out on that outside curb where the pit entry is, you know, as you flowed through.
Take it Michael Jones hasn't done the second pit.
He hasn't well, unless he did it before lap 20.
Oh, Scott's caught up around about 8-9 seconds on Ray. He's only 8 seconds behind him.
And Michael's got a 13-second gap, so wonder how much fuel he needs.
He's definitely pushing.
Yeah, I just think if he's got a reasonable amount of fuel on board, maybe he just needs to splash and dash at the end or something.
Yeah, he does have a lot of fuel on board.
Yeah, there you go. It was 37 seconds.
Yeah. Joel and Brett Horsell in the pits, coming out now.
Oh.
Ooh.
Bit of a tap. Oh.
Andrew, it's not blinking. You're doing well, Mark. Up 7, done your 2 pit stops.
You could still win this, Mark. I think he might have left the room for a bit.
Roy's up 9, up into 10th.
I'm here.
You're thinking, 20th, you'd be happy with that?
Yeah. I was just trying to think like the car in front, you know, like, yeah, just barge them through.
Top 9, not much movement there. They're all just a couple of up one, one's down one. Yeah, normally roughly where they started. Top 10, Roy Clark up 9.
You got Brad all over Peter. Brad's first race after removing his wrist brace.
Oh, he's removed it, hasn't
Yeah, he's been wearing it since February.
he? He'll take the bandage off. I suppose he has to warm it up. Bring out the old magazines. You have to think Michael will be in now.
This is about the time in the race when you're just hoping that it hurries up and ends.
Yep. He's leaving it a bit. He's leaving his pit stop a bit late though. He's only going to get that 15 laps out of his tyres.
I looked up at the clock. I think it was. I'm sure it was midnight. I think we still had 27 laps to go at that stage.
It was conga line.
It certainly did feel longer than 200 kilometres.
Well, Ray would be sitting there pretty happy at the moment in second spot. Bit of quite a big break on Scott, knowing that Michael has to come and pit.
I think Michael will come out anywhere between Wade Reynolds and Peter Latham.
I reckon he'll come out anywhere between Ray Smith and Todd Martin.
Good on you.
Wayne Shepherd's getting some pressure there with Peter Vermeer, Jason Dunn and Listener all right behind him.
Yeah, Wayne Shepherd doing well, he's only down one.
That's a big line behind him. Three laps done. It's getting closer and closer to the end. Hope someone's told Michael that you have to do 2 stops.
Yeah, good point.
After the following week, you could have thought it was only one set of tyres. Yeah, nice battle going on here.
Yeah, you just feel like Peter's going to do a move soon, don't you?
Just trying to line him up.
Michael's going out for another lap.
But being in a pack like that, one slight mistake and you can drop so many positions.
Yes, it's on those tracks, eh? Once you're offline, you sort of can get, yeah, the whole pack can come through.
They get to swamp you.
Well, it's good to see that Canadians not being in the rain, because practice sessions aren't in the rain. So that's another week I got away with it not racing in the rain.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they do it into Lagos.
Yeah, I agree.
But I must admit, yeah, I did a few laps last night around Canadian Motorsport Park, which is actually the track that I did my very first 7 cars racing years ago, and yeah, it felt like home, to be honest. It's going well.
Yeah, first race I ever done was Canadian.
Did I beat you, Luke?
I don't remember hitting.
What's happened here?
Oh, what's going on here? In the middle
I
of the
saw
track.
it earlier. I couldn't.
Oh.
I think it must be a blown engine, but I
His
haven't
lights
seen a
not
puff
flashing?
on it. No, it's moving. I don't know.
Must be
Yeah.
hardware fail.
Hardware fail, just...
Yeah, actually, I do remember her call out going that he'd lost vision.
Yeah. Sounds like there was a bit of it too. Like another chat in the general room. But very lucky to be where he was and not go off track or anyone smashing the back of him.
Yeah.
But he'd be spewing because he was doing really well.
Yeah, up in the 12th, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so Michael has pitted. He's come out just in front of Wade Reynolds.
Done well, 12.9 second pit stop, so done very well. And fresh boots too, so...
Car off track.
Oh, someone's off the track.
Michael Hayes.
I wonder what's going on there.
Not sure whether it was a blown engine or not. I can't.
Oh, it'd be interesting if there's a safety car this time of the night. It'd be sort of Michael Jones would be thinking, "Oh, you beauty! I've got new tyres."
We got 10 laps to go.
Bruce Galloway's just saying that it happened to Jim a few times in split 4. It happened to me in split 2. So, yeah, don't know what's going on, but yeah, interesting.
Who was that car that was off track before?
Cameron White.
I actually thought it was
Michael Hayes.
Wayne Shepherd, but he got going again.
Yeah, he got going again. Yeah.
Yeah,
Something happened here
Michael's
when
still
I was
sitting.
trying to look at it all.
Michael Hayes is still sitting just around from turn 10.
Scott McKenzie's catching up to Ray too.
Thanks
he's
for
a
the
blind
blame,
matter.
I found him.
Blame Mattery.
And I do
And
believe
the
the
safety car.
car is out.
Safety car is out.
Which I was thinking that were coming out because I was marginal on fuel, so I got to save some to fight another day.
Is that you behind the safety car?
No, it's not me. I think that's Bruce. Yeah. Yeah, just picking up Ray now.
Yeah, well, this is going to bring Scott and the rest up into the fight now.
Yep.
It's going to make it very interesting.
And it gave me a wave around, so that got me back on the lead lap. The trouble with a long race on a short track like this, it's so easy to end up, you know, giving loads of blue flags for half the race.
Yep. This is around about the same time we had our safety car.
Normally, this time of the day, it's a fairly quick safety car, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, although we did have wave rounds, so it was at least 2 or 3 laps.
I think by the time our safety car went in, we had 7 laps to go.
I think it's very similar.
Gave a chance to cool the tyres down.
Yeah, the one that lost out the most there is Ray, I suppose. He had a good break.
Yeah, it's the last thing he wanted to see.
Ray with his new team.
So the top 10 so far is Ray with Scott, James in 3rd, Michael, Wade Reynolds, Mark Horton, Benjamin Brook, Peter Latham, Brad Hayes and Roy Clark.
Cheers for that, Luke.
think listener's blinking a bit there.
Yeah, we get the wave rounds. Ooh,
Oh, jeez.
Jesus.
They came out like a pack, didn't they?
Safety car coming after this lap. Is that Andrew there passing? Ooh. That was Tim.
No, it was me.
No, not that time. It was just. Oh, I thought it was Tim. That's Tim.
Well, that time it was me.
There's you. There.
Did anything happen under safety car?
Haven't seen anything.
Is that you? Is that you there, Mark, in second?
No.
Hmm?
That would be Ed, and yes, Ed was at this point asking, yeah, what are you going are you going to give me a wave round? They must have. Either he didn't hear it or they just missed that one.
So he would have lost a few positions from that then, wouldn't
He did,
he?
but I think he was riding off that race anyway because, yeah, after the first lap turnaround, he sort of never really recovered.
How many drivers are in it? Can't see.
Around about 40, I think. 41.
41. That's not a bad turnout.
I think we had the same.
I said we only had 32.
Plenty of good numbers turned up.
Brad is asking if anyone has ever crashed into the safety car.
Talk to
Robert Baxter.
Robert Baxter.
Yeah, Robert Baxter, there was, yeah.
There is a picture up in there somewhere, isn't there?
He didn't just drive into it, he destroyed it.
Slammed it.
I think if you look in the LC images page, you'll see a poster.
Was that Watkins Glen, I think.
Yeah, Watkins Glen, yep.
Yep, definitely was.
Coming up the top of the hill.
There you go. Green, green, green.
There's 6 laps to go.
Don't lose many license for that, BG, but you have that stigma for the rest of your vet's career.
The same as running out of fuel.
Same as running out of fuel. Yep, you get it every now and then, and someone will bring it up. We've got Ray Smith, Scott McKenzie, James Boardman, and Michael Jones. Jones is on the new set of tyres. Scott's got great pace on this track. Oh! Uh-oh. That's wide. Oh, no.
Wade.
Wade's taken advantage of that. Great move. the brakes coming.
That car looks very wide when 17%.
Yeah, it doesn't look quite right, does it? Like it's, maybe
Yeah,
spec map.
something. Yeah, right there.
Has Wade got enough to catch Scott and Ray? Got a nice little break on him now. Doing only 2.5 seconds.
I think he'd be just trying to keep Michael behind him.
Yeah. Michael's obviously got the pace because he's got pole position.
And as you said, he's got the fresh tyres.
Yeah. You want to do it soon though.
Showing himself.
If this was split 2, they'd be bloody flashing their headlights.
What's wrong with that? They're there. That's what they're there for.
It's like night time. Oh! Got that curb. Too much on that curb. Lap 64. Less than a second, Scott and Ray.
Understood.
Guys out in the chat there, if you got any favourites for driver of the day, start putting some names up, please.
You tell them, Zippy. Get on to it, guys.
I did say please.
I didn't.
Wow.
Mr. Consistently, Wade. Mr. Consistency.
He just put himself in the right position. Oh, James Boardman's making the pass on Michael.
Great move. Here's another one that just sits under the radar, James Gordon. Does what he has to do, and that's good enough.
You may want to jump on the back of my car on lap 66, 65, yeah, 65 on this lap. It gets very interesting.
And
You're
got
right.
Got Wayne Shepherd behind you.
Wayne kept the pressure on, and after having that little glitch with his monitor, which
You see the team loyalty's coming out now. Wayne Sanderson saying Farrington's up 12 spots, he deserves it. I wonder if they race for the same team.
you may want to think about that again after turn 1.
Something better come up there, Mark. Otherwise, you're just trying to get,
Airtime.
stream time yet. Tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap.
Right.
Controversy.
I believe it was race on.
Let's get to the front.
Yep.
Oh, Wade's being put under a lot of pressure now.
That.
That was right.
Two to go.
Yeah, second last lap.
Brad, we can't give it to Ray. Roy. Roy's already had it.
I don't have those rules though. It's not a participation award.
Yeah. It's like we're not split two, are we?
Are we not doing the Hamish Award?
No, that's Hamish's rules, not mine.
Yeah. Whoever deserves it, yeah.
My vote's going to go for the Stolen Assassin if you can keep it in third.
Yeah, me too. This is hot stuff now. Coming up last lap.
Yeah, Scott's kept the pressure on him.
Yeah.
And James has kept the pressure on Wade as well.
Old Ross Watson would be having the music going in the background. Going, come on, Scott. Bit of Barry White. I think Ray's got it now. I think he's got it. Last two corners.
Yep.
Holds it. I've lost the corner before in the race. 5-second penalty, flashing the lights.
I'm glad you think that was a pit manoeuvre there, Life's Journey, because it wasn't really.
Yeah,
Well
so
done, Ray.
Ray
Yeah,
followed
well done,
by
Paddy.
Scott. Wade in third. James Boardman fourth. Michael Jones in fifth. Mark Horton sixth. Benjamin Brook was seventh. Peter Latham was eighth. Brad Hayes was ninth, and Jason Dunn was 10th. It's a good driver, Jason, actually.
Very good job.
Yep, it certainly was.
Yeah, it's great stuff by Ray and Affinity again to move him up to championship points even further.
Who do we decide for driver of the day, guys?
Oh, you just told me you run the show and you make up all the rules, so you're asking us what we're going to decide for.
Righto, then
Well, I think there was already
we're going to go
2
with
votes for
Wade.
Wade, wasn't there?
Yeah,
My
I think
vote's
I'm
for
going to go
Wade.
with that too.
My vote's for Ray.
Yeah, I think Wade.
Stolen Assassin. He keeps quiet. He put himself in the right position.
Yeah, just does everything right.
Come home in the podium. Yep.
Well done, Wade. Great race. Great driving. Oh, I've got an update on the points. We've got Ray still in first spot. Mark Horton's up to second spot. Michael Jones into third. Wayne Reynolds up 1 spot to fourth. Roy Clark down 1 to fifth. Benjamin Brook to sixth. Peter Latham 7th. Jason Duns 8th. Andrew Listener 9th. And James Boardman into the top 10, up 3 spots. Just Scott McKenzie into 11th. He's up 7th, the big mover of the week. So, yeah, sort of getting very interesting now. Is that, Mark, do you have any idea if those point tallies are with drop rounds or not?
I don't think so yet.
Yeah,
I think you may find
didn't
after
look
this
either.
week that will be.
Yeah, and congratulations to Craig Healy for his 200th race start.
Yep, well done,
Yeah, well
Craig.
done, Craig.
200?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I thought he was fairly new, but he's obviously been around longer than Andrew.
Yeah, Craig's been around a while.
I was there right at the start, but I missed. I did 2 years in another league, and so I haven't done as many as a lot of others have.
Well, Ray's got a bit of he's got 200 points between him and 10th, but but in it, like we all know, you have one bad race and you can lose a lot of points.
Yeah.
And then drop rounds will bring things into play.
Now, obviously, like every other season, we're not obviously besides last season, race 10 is not going to be a drop round, is it?
Yes,
No
it
drop
will
round.
be. Yes, it will be.
Will be a drop round.
No, it's not a drop round.
Yeah, you still won't be able to drop it.
Yeah, the hole in the middle was just a hole in the middle. So.
And there's our podium guys. So congratulations to Ray and Scott and Wade. Well done, guys.
Ray's first win with his new team.
Yeah, we'll have to find out what the story
That's
is behind the paint
That's what
job.
Luke said.
There's no affinity on there. Can you see it?
No, I can't see any affinity on there either.
Maybe it's a rogue paint job.
Yeah, interesting. I'll find out a bit more about that. But well done, Scott McKenzie. Great drive. And Wade Reynolds into third, copying the Chubby Bun Award and the third place. Great stuff. And also, Jones and all that top effort. And Boardman, great drive.
And now we're off to Canadian.
Yeah. As I said earlier, I'm pleased to be there. Feels like home, even though it's a long way away.
Yeah, it's a very another one of those short tracks, but you have the hairpin, you have the first corner where a lot of guys can go off to the right and go down, and then you've got like I said, the hairpin's very dangerous, and then coming into the last couple of S's could be on for young and old.
How long is the track? Because I wouldn't have considered that a short track.
Well, it's 1 minute 19, 1 minute 20 is the lap times.
Yeah, fair enough. Yep.
Yeah,
right.
Great deal difference this week.
Haven't done a lap yet, so I have to jump on tomorrow and get a bit of practice in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done anything yet on this car.
No, I've done a few
been the first time for this car, so it'll be interesting to see how it handles it.
Yeah, as I say, I did a few laps last night. I was a bit tired, but I seemed to click with it reasonably quickly, so I'm hoping that carries on throughout the week. No over 50s this week on Monday, of course. So yeah.
I might do an official.
Yeah, there's an option. Yep.
Righto,
guys. Well,
all right, boys.
On that note, I think we will chuck to our video and yeah.
Grab another can from the chili bin.
And get ready for Split 4.
That's it.
Yeah. Everybody out there on YouTube. John.
From what I'm gathering in the chat, there's a lot of incidents in that one as well. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
All right, guys. We will see you all next week. Thanks for coming.
See you, though.
Yep.